Hello guys, welcome back to Spring Fantasy. So, are you cramming for exam? Are you stressed? You don't know where to study? You're still not at the mood of study. Then also you want to get into study. There is a lot of things going in your mind, right? So, in this video, I'm going to share the 5 amazing tips that is very cool and like amazing tips. And the fourth one is I never heard, but it is important, but I never heard on YouTube that much. So, watch till the very end and we can have amazing studies and some of the tricks and tips. So let's get started. So guys, the tip number 1, that is time blocking. I know some of you already hear of it, time blocking, but this is a way more different. So in this time blocking method, you consist of 6-hour block where you set tasks to study one chapter or topic. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to sit 6 hours and study. So the only meaning here is that if you set like 6 to 12 o'clock, it consists of 6 hours. So before that 12 o'clock, you want to complete the task that you set for yourself. Like you are going to complete this topic or like you're going to complete this chapter. So you can use this method by 45-30 study session, which I will explain later on this video. So the advantage of method is that it won't stress you to do your work the exact time you give yourself. Sometimes something take more time than you think. So if you overestimate yourself and you think you only take 2 hours of studying a chapter, you end up with 3 hours, you will going to be demotivated and you go to social media and what end up with. So this method will help you to get out of there. Tip number 2, 45-30 study session. So as I said earlier, this study method is my favorite of all time. So how it works is like 45 minutes study and 30 minutes break. So in the break time, you need to reward yourself with something that sparks your curiosity. So after the break starts 10 to 15 minutes, you can do household chores or get fresh air. And then you can watch something like any web series, anime, drama or any show that give you happiness. Then after 30 minutes break over, you need to start study again. So as you combine these two time blocking, so the first method and this method can be combined. So in that 6-hour time block, break it down, study 45 minutes and 30 minutes. This means if you wake up at 5:30, you can begin this at 6 o'clock. So first 6 to 6:45 you will study, then 6:45 to 7:15 you have a break. Then again you will study 7:15 to 8 o'clock study, then 8 to 8:30 break. So and you can extend this time period according to your convenience, like 1 hour and 45 minutes break. It's all up to you. And in the break time you can also bath, you can do your household chores and exercise too. So tip number 3, session target. So after you divide your time into 45-30 minutes session, then you can target for the 6-hour whole time block. So I mean like in that 6 hour, what are you going to complete? What is the main target? For example, you want to complete history 1 chapter, then break it down into small chunks. Example, first you want to read the chapter, then second you want to make notes from your marked points, then third you want to study short answer, then fourth you want to study the long answer. After you break your task into chunks, fit into each study session, like 6 to 6:45 your first study session, you are going to read the chapter and mark the important points. So sometimes it takes longer than 45 minutes, so you can take the next 45 minutes accordingly. Find where you think it might take longer, set accordingly the small sessions. And it is not strict that you only have to 45 minute study session. As I said earlier, it is your choice and your study materials. You need to be the in charge. You can study 1 hour 30 minutes and then 45 minutes break. It's all up to you. The thing is, when your task is breakdown, your stress level decrease and you will be like more focused on the session to complete the small chunk, and this is called the smart way of studying. So this is the time for the special tip that I told at the starting of this video. So the tip number 4, excitement creates. So it is this method, the basic thing you want to do is like I can explain with you one example. Imagine that you're watching your anime and there was a curious episode at the end. And the curious part of the end of the episode. So you're probably too curious to watch up the next episode, right? So same thing when you get a break from study session, always treat yourself with something that leaves your curiosity. For example, if you have like 30 minutes of break, then you can like 15 minutes of walk, household chores and all the things. And after that 15 minutes, watch something that leave you curious. So for example, you're watching an movie or like an anime that leaves you curious to see the next part of it. So after the break time is going to, the timer is off, you want to say that after this you want the control, if you have the control courage to off that anime and take your books and study, then this is the best tip of ever. Then you can, after you completing that 45-minute session, then you will have one more 30-minute session, you can also watch it. So this creates a fun for studying, like if you have a really reward system is working there. That's why this tip is so special and this works so well, and this will allow you to enjoy your work, and also you much focus on completing your task. Last but not the least, the tip number 5, cross it off from your to-do list. So take one paper, bullet journal or Notion on anywhere, write all the big tasks and chop it down and write the mini task under the big task. After completing each session, cut the mini task you completed. This will motivate you to study more. And so I prefer bullet journal because my pen and paper give me the feeling of crossing. If you're comfortable with digital, there is nothing written on stone, it's about what works for you. So guys, with that we come to the end of this video. So I hope you all enjoyed the 5 tips and that help you in your exams, and if it helped, comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video. And if you want to know more about this channel, I make videos on personal growth, lifestyle design, glow up tricks, hacks. So make sure you subscribe down below and click the bell icon for my latest update. Bye bye, love you all.